It was a quiet Saturday afternoon, the kind that usually passed in comfortable silence between me and my wife, Sana. She was curled up on the couch scrolling through her phone, while I sat on the balcony with a cup of coffee and a half-read book. We weren't talking much, but it wasn't awkward. It was just one of those peaceful moments where everything felt steady, or so I thought. Then my phone rang, a number I didn't recognize. I almost didn't answer, but something in my gut told me to pick up. Hello? There was a pause, then a man's voice, quiet but firm. Is this Omar? Yes, he exhaled. I think you need to know your wife's been seeing someone behind your back. With me. My heart stopped. I stood up slowly, my legs suddenly weak. Who is this? I asked, trying to keep my voice calm. My name's Waleed, he said. I didn't know she was married until last night. I found your number in her recent calls when she stepped out. I thought you should know. The world around me began to blur. Wind, birds, the distant sound of children playing. It all went silent. I walked back into the living room slowly, each step heavier than the last. Sana didn't look up from her phone. Who was it? She asked casually. I didn't answer. Instead, I sat across from her, placed the phone on the table, and said in a quiet, controlled voice, Explain this. Her eyes flickered up, startled. What are you talking about? I stared at her. A man named Waleed just called me. Said he's been seeing you. Said he didn't know you were married until yesterday. He found my number in your call log. Her face went pale. The way her lips parted but no words came out told me everything. I can explain, she whispered finally, but her voice cracked. You should, I replied, and fast. She sat up straight, panic in her eyes. It wasn't serious, I swear. It started months ago. It was just attention, something I felt I was missing. I never meant for it to go that far. I shook my head. So it was real? Tears started forming in her eyes. I still love you. I made a mistake. I wanted to stop it. I got caught in it. I stared at the woman I had shared a home and a life with for 6 years, the one I trusted enough to hand over my heart completely. And now here she was, breaking it with trembling lips and too late regret. I stood up. You didn't just break a promise, Sana. You broke a life we were building. You could have come to me, said you were lonely, that something was missing. But instead, you reached for someone else. She reached for my hand. Please, don't go. Don't walk away like this. But I already had. I left the house that day with just my keys and my dignity. I stayed at a friend's for a while, then moved into my own place. She tried calling, texting, even showed up once. But the damage was done. Some things, no matter how sorry someone is, can't be undone. Months later, I was sitting in a cafe when my phone rang again. Different number, different day. This time it was a potential investor for a startup I'd launched. One I might not have pursued had my world not been shaken. Pain has a strange way of pushing us toward growth. I answered, smiled, and began again. Because sometimes the call that breaks your heart is the same one that sets you free.